Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nick, you're watching the CRYPTUS channel, and today's topic is Aptos mainly. We're going to focus on what activities that take about 5 to 10 minutes we should do right now in order to be eligible in the future for becoming Aptos Airdrops, because as a reminder, in the tokenomics of Aptos, 51% of the tokens are allocated as airdrops for the community for rewards. And now with the recent Aptos Airdrops for setting up nodes, where they gave about 300 Aptos tokens per node, which was at this time about $2.5 to $3.5 thousand for each node you set up, that's only 3% that they gave away. So there's a lot of Aptos being airdropped to come, and today's video is to focus on the activities we should do right now in order to get even more Aptos tokens literally for free. Now, first of all, let's cover the topic on why we should do certain activities on different dApps on Aptos on the blockchain, and second of all, why it's Aptos and not any other blockchain, like for example Sui. Sui is also a great blockchain. We'll cover that blockchain in some of our coming videos, but now let's start with Aptos because there is already some stuff that we can do there right now. First of all, Aptos has really great economics if we want to hunt for airdrops and retrodrops, because 51% of the tokens are going to be distributed to the community. Now, a portion of it can be directly airdropped, like for example, everybody who was setting up nodes, Aptos, did get 300 tokens, but this was only 3% of the whole supply, so only like 6% of all that's going to be given out. Some tokens are going to be distributed through platforms, through, for example, increased rewards on farming, like for example, Moonbeam is doing this on its dApps that are launching there. So we definitely want to use different various dApps, especially the ones that Aptos supports and has invested in them, in order to have a chance to claim the tokens of the dApp of the platform and from Aptos. Now the thing about Aptos is that it did get a really good fundraise, so over $150 million in Series A from FTX. FTX is not so great anymore after what recently happened. Jump Crypto, Apollo Global Management, and from the really good ones, Crypto Circle, basically the guys that make the USDC stablecoin, Anderson Horowitz, so A16Z, and Multicoin Capital. So basically Circle, Anderson, and Multicoin are all tier 1 plus funds, VC funds, so the best funds. And when a blockchain has such a big amount of basically fundraising, then it definitely has the money to airdrop some tokens to make proper marketing. And basically this is why we want to focus on Aptos. And there are about 1, 2, 3, about 10 or 12 different platforms we want to use on Aptos that are already live today in the mainnet, and basically we will focus on getting some retrodrops from them. Now, another reason why we want to go after Aptos and not, for example, Atom or DOT or any other specific blockchains that have been here for a while, I just want to show you the statistics. So I have the historical snapshots of crypto from 2014, from 2017, and from 2022. So all the different past cycles that have happened. Now look for 2014. Do you recognize any coins except Bitcoin, XRP, maybe Litecoin, and Dogecoin, well, maybe Dash? Because every cycle, basically all 4 years, the top gainers and top coins always change themselves. So basically we had like super great blockchains, like for example BitShares recently in 2014. Now everybody was saying, yeah, BitShares is the new Bitcoin, is going to outperform everybody because this blockchain is so great. Well, actually that's only part of the marketing, because the coin is getting pumped like towards one cycle, and then the devs and all the people forget about it because they all do make so much money. So this is how BitShares look like. This is 2020, the last cycle which it was pumped in. And yeah, so if you look at 2017, then again there are again different coins now on the top. So it's Neo, he's Iota, he's Ethereum Classic because they had a fork with Ethereum, EOS and stuff like this. Now if you look further to today's day, 2022, like the start of the year, none of these coins except Ethereum, Bitcoin, and XRP are actually in the top 10 anymore. Like you see Bitcoin, Ethereum, then there's Cardano, Solana, the new blockchain, Polkadot, the new blockchain, Avalanche, the new blockchain again, always because it's so much easier to create a coin, spread the initial tokenomics between early investors basically and the team, pump it up, dump on retail investors, and basically yeah, I'm not saying that it's exactly the same what Aptos is going to be doing. I'm just saying that it's always more profitable to look out for new ecosystems, invest in them, get their airdrops and retrodrops there, instead of focusing like on stuff that's Bitcoin and Ethereum. Of course we are buying and Bitcoin and both Ethereum because it's just safe to diversify our portfolio, but a good portion of our capital is also going towards new blockchains, because this is where the most money is going to be made in the coming cycles. Basically in the coming cycle, I know 2024 2024, maybe 2025. So let's focus on what we should do on Aptos right now. Well, first things first, before you want to start using different dApps on Aptos, like for example, Aptos Bridge, Aries Markets, Hippo, decentralized exchange DEX, you want to have different wallets, or at least one wallet to store your Aptos as gas fees on the wallet and basically store different coins you want to operate with. Good wallets are Martian Aptos wallets and Petra Aptos wallet, and also the Phantom Network wallet. I don't have it opened right now, but here's how it looks like at the moment. Let me show you. Basically, this is the wallet. I have all three of them in case there's coming some retrodrops from them, so it's good to use them because you can just import your seed phrase in all of these wallets and have one same account on each wallet. I also have some Aptos here for gas fees, and you don't need much. One Aptos is enough for, I know, like maybe 100 or 1,000 transactions, so the transactions here are really cheap. So go ahead and download the wallet to use on the blockchain. Then after you've downloaded the wallet, set up your seed phrase, store it carefully away. You need to put some gas tokens, so basically Aptos on your wallet. You just copy your address and send some Aptos from an exchange like Binance, KuCoin, or Coinbase, for example, on your wallet, and you're basically ready. You're full set, you're prepared, so we can close the wallets here right now. And we're going actually now to look at the activities which are the best on Aptos, because these are our projects which, if they do give an airdrop, and one of them will definitely do because I've prepared 10 projects, this will be a minimum $100 per account. You can have multiple accounts, like 5 accounts per person. It's totally chill or right if you use them, and basically this will be some great income. But I personally think it will be more. It will be like somewhere about a few $1,000s in total after we make this video in the coming month. So first things first, I don't want to start with Aptos Names. I want to start with the Aptos Bridge, because here you have the chance to get actually 2 retrodrops or 2 airdrops at once. Basically, it's an airdrop from Aptos and it's an airdrop from Layer 0. Basically, the stuff or the infrastructure the Aptos Bridge is being built on. We did cover it in one of our previous videos, so you can look at Layer 0 there, because you can register also domains there, do some other stuff to get the airdrops. But the first thing you need to know about airdrops is basically that you do some work in advance without the airdrops or the retrodrops in the future being mentioned, because otherwise everybody would do this and nobody would earn any money. So basically you just go over to all the services that are live on Aptos right now and start using them in the way they're intended to be used. So for example, if it's a bridge, use it as a bridge, transfer assets from one blockchain to another blockchain, mainly to Aptos from Ethereum. I'll use Ethereum because the devs tend to look out for transactions on Ethereum when doing the airdrops most of the time. Not always, but if you're using Ethereum, yeah, you pay a little bit more in gas fees, but most of the time you're all set good to an airdrop if it's coming. So basically, yeah, you don't get anything promised, but 1 out of 10, a website or a dApp does give you really good airdrops, and so basically this is a really convenient way to make money. Doesn't matter if you're in the bull market or in the bear market. So for example, on the Aptos Bridge, what you're going to do is connect your Aptos wallet, it's right here, and collect your MetaMask or a different type of decentralized wallet for Ethereum. Choose an Ethereum network there, then you choose your token you want to transfer through the bridge. Like for me, it will be USDC, and you choose Aptos, and also you receive USDC token, and then just hit transfer. So after that, your wallet account is actually in one of the devs list that's of people who were using the platform before, and so if there is any airdrop coming, whether from Aptos or Layer 0, because you've used this basically dApp, this bridge, then you're definitely with a high percent of chance are going to be eligible for this airdrop. Now I won't do the transfers myself just to not waste your time, because I think you can press button by yourself and basically confirm the transaction in MetaMask. But considering the amount of funds you want to spend through the bridge, the answer is the more you feel comfortable with, the better, because often the devs are actually looking at the amount of funds you've transferred through their dApp and basically give you out an airdrop based on that. So the more you transfer, the more tokens you can get. That's not always the case, but a lot of times this is the case. So first of all, try using the Aptos Bridge. Well, now we're going to go to some different platforms, and that's the Hippo. It's like 1inch just for Aptos, because Hippo is actually a DEX aggregator on Aptos, and here you can basically make trades on the Aptos blockchain where you trade one crypto for another. Like if you let me show really fast, I won't do this for every basically not for every dApp, but I show it here. For example, you just hit on swap, you choose basically the token you want to trade. For me, it will be Aptos to USDC. And let's just give you an example on one Aptos. And here you can choose different basically routes or ways where you want to make a trade. If you're a really good guy and if you basically have a lot of time, I will do all the routes that are made here, at least on every DEX, because there are many routes between the same DEX here. But for example, I would use Pancake, I would use Anime Swap. Even though Anime already did give an airdrop, maybe there is something more to come. I would use Orbic, I would use Pontum definitely, I would definitely use Aux and stuff like that. So just bear in mind, you just basically connect your wallet after you've, it's right here already connected for me, after you registered it, and then you click on swap, then you need to click on approve, and then you need to basically, after the transaction is approved, swap again. So this is how you do the airdrop, and basically that's super easy. So let me just show you again. I press on one Aptos, I already approved the smart contract. Oh wait, I don't need to approve. This is already approved. I approved the transaction. So right now here I'm done, because if I go to my wallet now, I've got one Aptos less, and I need to have actually some USDT on my wallet. Let me see. Yes, I'll just use another wallet because it doesn't show up there. So here in the Phantom network and the Phantom wallet, you see my wormhole USDC is on my account. So now I want to reverse this. So basically spend my all USDC to Aptos back, because I don't need USDC right now on Aptos. So basically I'm going to approve this transaction, and basically here I've used the basically the Hippo DEX aggregator on Aptos. And if there's something coming from Aptos or from Hippo for using the platform, we're definitely going to be eligible for this airdrop in the future. Now there are different more DEXs that you can use and work with them separately. I will definitely do this, even though you might have used them through Hippo, because there are more activities you can do here. Like for example, you can also make a swap on Liquidswap.com. This is actually a swap, a DEX on Aptos from Pontum network. So I'll do the same here, but I will also pull my assets into the basically into the DEX, because the thing is, Anime Swap, we won't cover this in this video, they already gave out an airdrop, and they were giving out airdrops not for DEX swaps on their DEX, but for pooling their assets or for providing liquidity. So you can do, what you can do is pick Aptos, pick another coin, like for example USDC. I don't have it on my balance right now, but nevertheless, just type in, I don't know, like 20 Aptos, so it's around $100, or 25 Aptos, so it's around $100, and then you just place here to press the button here once you've got the basically the funds on your account to pool the assets and add the liquidity to the pool, and then you might be also eligible for the airdrop. So you want to do this on liquidswap.com. You want to do the same on the DEX called Aux Exchange, because here you can go to start trading and basically make a decentralized trade. This is really important, and add liquidity to the protocol. If you want to remove the liquidity, you can do this after, because your wallet will be anyway memorized as a wallet who was providing liquidity. So here, for example, you can swap, you can provide liquidity to the pools, and basically you can also trade if you want to, because this is more functionality like DYDX. So I would also do this, make some trade here on this basically trade terminal. So these are the three DEXs you should definitely focus on when hunting for the airdrop. And now let me show you something more, something you need to really actually pay for, not much, but you need to make a transaction where you buy something, but here the chances for getting an airdrop are especially high. Now what I'm talking about is Aptos Names. So this is actually a place where you can create your own domain name and use it later for your wallet and for your website, because Aptos did a really good thing. You can actually make a short name for your wallet and basically receive the transactions there. Like for example, I already have a registered myself an Aptos name here, so I can go over to NFTs, because it's being registered as NFT, so you can always sell and transfer it. And so basically my Aptos name is Nikita.apt, because Nikita is my full name, so it's easier for people if I give them just this address instead of the long one, so they can transfer me any funds. So this is basically how it works. And the Aptos name service is actually just featured on the Aptos website, on aptoslabs.com, on the official website. You can go over here, Aptos Names, and basically claim your domain name there. So this is really important, because if there's another airdrop coming, then you'll definitely also get it for Aptos Names, because there's just a high chance where it's going to be. So what you can do here is just pick any name you want. Like crypto will be crypto won't work, because it's somebody already has registered this, because you can sell this for quite a bit of money. So but you can either pick your own name, you can pick a name of a company you, for example, like, that's not been picked before. I would go for crypto first, because it's easier to resell these domain domain names later, like for example 1inch. I think it's also being picked already, of course, but you can go out and look for not so popular companies in crypto, then just message them, email them, or write them on Telegram or Discord and just say, yo, I've got your name, it's gonna cost like, I don't know, 500 to 1,000 bucks. You want to purchase it, because the purchase of a name is actually not that high, because 3-symbol name costs 80 Aptos, 4-symbol name costs, I think, 40 Aptos, 5-symbol name costs 20 Aptos, and anything longer than 5 symbols, so 6 and above, is 1, 2, 3, here are 6 symbols, is 5 Aptos. So for example, my name was only costing 5 Aptos, and I can always resell it on an NFT marketplace if I want to. So if you want to hunt for Aptos retro drops regarding the Aptos coin, then definitely try getting yourself a name and just register it, because right now it costs like 5 times 5 is $20 to $25 for registering a domain name. And that's actually quite reasonable, because all the big companies where you could register a domain name, they were giving out airdrops for people who were registering the domain names in the past. So I'm not talking about like you register a domain name today and you will get an airdrop of it, like 500 bucks tomorrow. I'm talking about like you register today, wait for a period of maybe 1, 2, 3, or 4 months, and then if there's an airdrop coming, you'll be eligible for it. So that's the thing. We've covered Aptos Bridge, we've covered Aptos Names, we've covered DEXs and DEX aggregators on Aptos. So there are 3 more categories of projects we want to use on Aptos to basically get the most out of the ecosystem while it's still fresh and new. So the next 2 platforms we want to have a look at are BlueMove.net and Topaz.so. So basically these are platforms that's NFT marketplaces like OpenSea, which let you mint NFTs, buy NFTs, and sell NFTs. So the trick is, when hunting for airdrops and retrodrops, is not just logging into the website and just looking at it, but of course it's using the website or the dApp the way it's intended. Like for example, on BlueMove you can buy and sell NFTs, so that's what we want to do. Like, I don't know, Aptos Vampires is a cheap NFT collection. I'm not saying you need to buy this, I'm just showing this as an example. So there are NFTs that cost about 0.5 Aptos, so like $2. It's like literally cheaper than a transaction on Ethereum. You can just buy one NFT, then resell it again for a cheaper price. You like lose out on $1, and basically your wallet will be entered as a wallet that has previously used BlueMove, if BlueMove is going to make some kind of a retro drop or a token presale. Same goes, for example, for Topaz. So here you can explore different NFT collections. You can buy them, you can sell them. Like for example, I know Aptos Monkeys, I think they're a little more expensive than the ones I've just showed you, like 14 Aptos. So just look for an NFT collection that either you like and you want to hold, or an NFT collection that is quite cheap, so you can just flip it really quickly. So you've used the website at least once, or the dApp at least once, hoping to get a retro drop in the future. Now, the next dApp I want to show you is Ditto Liquid Staking and Aptos Liquid Staking by Tortuga. So basically, I will just start with Tortuga. You go over to app.tortuga.finance and you can stake your Aptos in return of a mirrored Aptos token, so which actually is backed or represented one by one for Aptos. The only difference is that for staking, you're going to receive 7% annually right now, and so if you want to unstake your Aptos, if you're just staking through the blockchain or through the node like normally, then you will need to wait a couple of weeks until you get your unstake. Regarding these dApps that you're getting one-to-one return for your Aptos, you can sell them immediately. Now, their trading price is of course a little bit lower than the original Aptos tokens, because here you've got the option to immediately get liquidity, but nevertheless, basically that's an option you can use if you want to stake your Aptos tokens. Like for example, that's the thing what I'm doing, so I can show you my tokens right now on the wallet. Just wait to load here. Yeah, here for example, just also staked here 11 Aptos just to have the opportunity to get the retro drop if something's coming from Tortuga. So basically, yeah, what you do is you connect your wallet, you just choose any wallet you want. I'll take just Petra wallet, and then you can either trade through Hippo, which we are already done at the beginning of the video, provide liquidity on AUX, or you can get dApps. So you press on that, and you choose the amount of Aptos tokens you want to stake in order to basically get APY in terms of 7% on this, and also get the chance of receiving an airdrop if there's something coming on this network. So what we can do is then you just press continue after you've decided. Of course, I would go with a little bit more Aptos, like at least $100 equivalent, in order to try to be eligible for the airdrop. I'm just showing to you this as an example right now with one Aptos. So yeah, here you need to wait 30 days for your unstake normally if you stake on Aptos, but again through Tortuga you can just swap the tokens then later through DEX and redeem your liquidity immediately. So then you press on confirm, and then you need to just approve the transaction through your wallet that you're using, and then basically you're all set. You receive 0.9949 dApps tokens per one Aptos, and so you can go and trade them immediately if you want to. Now the same thing actually goes for Ditto, for liquid staking there, so you can launch the app and also stake your funds there the same way we just did it on Tortuga. So basically I would not use either the one website or the other website or the app. I would use both of them in case of one of them gives out an airdrop and the other one doesn't. So the same thing you do here, you just connect your wallet, you choose the wallet you want to connect, so Quantum Network again for me, just press and confirm, and then you type in the amount you want to stake and just basically stake your Aptos tokens, and well, that's literally it. So here you might be eligible for the next retrodrop. Now there are only two platforms left I want to show you. So basically that's the Argo Markets, or Argo.finance or FI, and arismarkets.xyz. So regarding Argo, it's actually like DAI on Ethereum, like a decentralized over-collateralized stablecoin. For Ethereum on Aptos, that's Argo, what they're trying to accomplish. So what you could do here is you just go over to Argo, you click on try Argo after you've connected your wallet, and basically then next you can open any wallet you want. So for any crypto you've got right now on your balance, so for example it could be Aptos. So in order to borrow or get one stablecoin, you need to over-collateralize it with 400% Aptos. So for example, if Aptos is trading at $4 right now, you need one Aptos to get one USD equivalent here. So you just press on open wallet, open new APT wallet, and then you just press on confirm, and so on. I don't think this will be really difficult. And then if you want to, you can anytime redeem the stable coins you've actually like kind of borrowed or you took from the protocol in order to get your liquidity and the original tokens back. So we can close Argo here, and the last platform I want to show you is Aries. That's something you can use actually for lending and borrowing. So it's like a lending service on Aptos. So you press on launch the app. It's called app.arismarkets.xyz/lending, and here again you can provide collateral in any crypto you want, like for example in Aptos, and then borrow a different crypto for your collateral. So loan to value is here 70% for Aptos, for example. So for every basically $100 that you deposit in Aptos, you can get 70 USD worth of stable coins or any other asset that you want. So for example, you can go here on Aptos, you just pick how much you want to deposit. I need to connect my wallet first, so Quantum Network. Let's confirm this one, and now I need to create my profile actually first, because I didn't do this retrodrop myself. So let's just do it like this: create profile to deposit. We're just creating it really fast, and now next we can already choose the amount of Aptos we want to deposit. So for example, just press 1, we click then on deposit, and then we're done. I won't do this right now, don't waste your time. And then next we can just lend out an asset for the tokens that we've just borrowed. Well, actually no, let me do this really fast with you together. So I've got this covered on this account as well. So I just use, I don't know, let's use 25 Aptos, so it's about $100. Let's use 30, and then we just press on deposit. So we sign the transaction, confirm the transaction, and then our Aptos are being deposited basically into this into the network of Aries Markets. And now we can borrow basically assets, because we've got Aptos as a collateral. So it's $142 of collateral. So we can borrow about, I know, like $110 in different assets. So let's go and do that, because that's only halfway we've just did. So for example, let's say we've wanted to borrow USDC, so we just press on USDC, click on borrow, borrow half of the amount we can actually borrow. So our max amount for USDC is almost $100. We've just borrow half, so that if Aptos goes down, our collateral goes down, we're not getting liquidated. So let's just press on borrow and basically click on confirm. And once you're done, this is actually all you had to do here, because that's just something really, really simple. So once you're done, you can also again return your deposit or the stuff you've borrowed in USDC and claim your deposit in Aptos or your collateral in Aptos, and then you're actually done. The platform memorizes that you've been using it before. Also, you can use the area swap to swap some tokens that you basically, in order to have all the platform functionality used. So again, you can swap Aptos for a different coin, like for USDC, for example. And yeah, that's actually the way you can use the platform. And that's actually all I wanted to show you in the video today. So yeah, guys, that's actually the end of the video and everything I wanted to show you today in Aptos and how to claim the retro drops that are coming there in the future. Now, of course, we're not sure which platforms, and nobody knows which platforms are going to give out the retro drops. This is why we want to cover just everything on the blockchain. So in case there's retro drop or airdrop from one platform, basically we're all set up and proclaim it. And of course, I'm just showing this all with one account. You can do up to 5 accounts in your free time, because this will take up only about 2 hours for all 5 accounts. And basically, if you have a lot of free time, you can even multi-account even more. So yeah, I hope this video was interesting and helpful for you guys. Subscribe for the next videos. The next video is going to be Sui, probably. We'll hunt for retro drops and airdrops there. And if you have any other ideas of what platforms or services I need to show you in terms of how you most likely get the retro drops there, just hit me in the comments and I'm definitely going to record the video. So yeah, guys, have a good day. Bye bye.